A couple more days later, Jungkook wakes up to the soft light filtering through the living room curtains, a hesitant sun signaling the beginning of a new day. As he stretches and yawns, the usual stiffness in his body is less pronounced, a subtle sign that the physical wounds are healing. However, the scars of emotional turmoil remain fresh, imprinted in his mind like an indelible mark. His thoughts involuntarily drift towards Taehyung, a complicated mix of desire, shame, and resentment stirring within him. The memories of their intense encounters linger, each touch and dominating word etched into his consciousness. The pain is still present, but there is a glimmer of strength within Jungkook, a determination to reclaim his life. Feeling the need to wash away the remnants of the sleep, he heads to the bathroom, the sound of water cascading from the shower drowning out the echo of haunting memories. As the warm water envelops him, Jungkook closes his eyes, letting it wash over him like a cleansing tide. The droplets trace the contours of his body, a symbolic ritual of shedding the remnants of a tumultuous chapter. In the midst of the shower's embrace, Jungkook finds himself contemplating the idea of reclaiming a sense of normalcy. With each passing minute, the boy gathers the strength to face the day ahead. The decision to take back control of his life takes root, and he vows to step out of the shadows of the past. The echoes of Taehyung's voice are still there, but he is determined to drown them out with the resounding beat of his own resilience. As he steps out of the shower, water droplets trailing down his skin, Jungkook catches a glimpse of himself in the foggy mirror. The reflection stares back, a blend of vulnerability and newfound determination. Drying off, he resolves to face the challenges that lay ahead, inching closer to the semblance of a normal life he so desperately craves. Alone in the apartment, Jungkook wraps a towel around his waist and pads into the kitchen, the comforting aroma of brewing coffee greeting him. The act of making breakfast becomes a deliberate routine, a small yet significant step toward reclaiming a sense of sanity. He glances at the modest array of ingredients: eggs, bread, a lone tomato, contemplating a simple but nourishing meal. As the skillet sizzles with the promise of scrambled eggs, Jungkook lets his mind wander. The memories of his recent encounters with Taehyung are still at the edges of his mind, but he pushes them away, focusing on the tangible aspects of the present moment. The rhythmic beat of cracking eggs and the gentle hiss of them meeting the heated pan create a soothing melody. Jungkook hums softly to himself, a tune that carries a semblance of optimism. While the eggs cook to perfection, Jungkook arranges the slices of tomato on a plate and toasts a couple of slices of bread. The simplicity of the meal feels grounding, a reminder that amidst the chaos, there are still moments of quiet normalcy to be savored. Jungkook's phone vibrates, momentarily interrupting the quiet ambience of his breakfast. Glancing at the screen, he sees Yoongi's name flashing, and a small smile tugs at the corners of his lips. With a swipe, he answers the call, holding the phone to his ear. "Hey. Long time no talk. How have you been?" Jungkook greets, his voice carrying genuine warmth. Yoongi's voice crackles through the phone speakers. "Hey, mate. It's been ages. I've been good, but I wanted to check in on you. Where have you been hiding?" Jungkook takes a moment, considering his response. "Well, I've had better days, you know. Life's been a bit unpredictable lately." "How about you?" "Unpredictable, huh? Sounds like a good story. Fill me in." Jungkook hesitates, not sure how much he wants to share. "Well, let's just say I've had my fair share of ups and downs. Left the job, trying to figure things out. I'm managing, though." Yoongi, understanding in his tone, Fair enough. Change can be a good thing, though. What's the plan now, honestly? No fixed plan at the moment. Just taking it one step at a time. Yoongi smirks. The boy hears it in his voice. Living on the edge. I see. I like it. But seriously, if you ever need to talk or anything, I'm here. Actually, how about we catch up and grab some coffee later today, then? Nothing fancy, just a chill catch up, no. I miss having your sarcastic comments, and my latte art has suffered in your absence. Jungkook can't help but chuckle at the guy's easygoing manner. Sounds good to me. I could use some normalcy right now, actually. But not at a crappy deal, Yoongi responds with a laugh. What about finding something on the same station? Yeah, I'm okay with that, I think. Perfect. I'll see you near the station around 5, then Jungkook agrees, feeling a little warm feeling inside of his chest. Sure thing. Looking forward to it, Yoongi. They exchange goodbyes, and Jungkook feels a sense of anticipation for the upcoming meeting with the old friend. Maybe reconnecting with familiar faces is exactly what he needs to navigate through the uncertainties of his current situation. The bustling train station activity as people rush to catch their rides or navigate through the crowd. Amidst the flow of commuters, Jungkook spots Yoongi. The guy stands near the entrance, a casual smile lighting up his face as he waves Jungkook over. Jungkook. Hey, over there, Yoongi calls out, and they exchange a quick, friendly hug. So good to see you again, mate. Never thought I would miss you, to be honest. It's been too long, Yoongi grins. Yeah, way too long, the boy replies, a hint of little nostalgia in his voice. The cold January air hits them as they step outside, the city streets bustling with people bundled up in coats. Yoongi shivers, wrapping his scarf tighter around his neck. It's freezing, isn't it? Jungkook chuckles, nodding. Tell me about it. I was hibernating in my apartment for a week. As they walk through the busy street, Yoongi catches up on the latest happenings in his life. Work's been hectic, but you know how it is. Hanbin became such a pain in the ass. You quit, by the way. And I kind of miss having you around, though. The place isn't the same without you. Jungkook smiles, appreciating the sentiment. Missed you too, Taehyung. And the free coffee, of course. They decide to explore a few local spots, hoping to find a coffee shop with the right blend of ambience and warmth. The winter air is crisp, but their camaraderie shields them from the chill. How about that place around the corner? Heard they've got a killer cappuccino, the guy suggests. Jungkook nods in agreement. Sounds perfect. The door jingles as they enter the coffee shop, greeted by the comforting scent of freshly ground beans. They find a cozy corner, and as they settle into their seats, the conversation flows easily. Yoongi talks about work, sharing stories from the coffee shop, while Jungkook listens, grateful for the sense of normalcy. The barista takes their order, and soon, they are sipping on steaming cups of coffee. The warmth radiates through them, both from the comforting beverages and the genuine friendly connection. Yoongi looks at Jungkook with a grin. You know, it's good to have you back, mate. Like, really, Jungkook smiles back. Thanks, Taehyung. It's good to be back, he replies, a candid warmth in his eyes. The coffee shop buzzes with the hum of conversation, the rhythmic whir of the espresso machine, and the occasional clinking of cups. As they delve deeper into their conversation, the atmosphere becomes a little escape from the chaos that Jungkook had experienced lately. Yoongi's easygoing demeanor and familiarity work like a balm on Jungkook's soul. Yoongi leans back, studying the boy with a knowing look. So, spill. What's been going on with you? Last I heard, you were dramatically leaving the coffee scene. Jungkook hesitates for a moment, unsure of how much to reveal. Yeah, well, life took an unexpected turn. But, I'm trying. Yoongi nods, understanding coloring his expression. You've always been resilient, Jungkook. Whatever it is, you'll bounce back, Yoongi nods, hiding his gaze in the cup. And it doesn't escape another guy's attention. Yoongi takes a thoughtful sip of his coffee before leaning in. Listen, if you ever need anything, just let me know. We're mates, right? I know it's been a while since we caught up, but some things never change. Jungkook smiles appreciatively. Absolutely, Taehyung. It's good to know I've got some friends like you. It's been a rough patch, but I'm hoping things will settle down. Yoongi raises an eyebrow. Rough patch, you say? Mind sharing a bit more, or is it too personal? Jungkook hesitates, considering how much to disclose. Well, it involves another job I had, a rather complicated situation. Let's just say I'm navigating some tricky waters right now. Yoongi nods understandingly. Got it. Life can throw curveballs when you least expect it, I know. But you've got this, mate. And hey, today's about catching up and enjoying a good cup of coffee, right? Jungkook chuckles, a genuine warmth returning to his eyes. You're right. The night's about coffee and good company. And, thanks for being here. As they continue to chat and reminisce, Jungkook finds solace in the simplicity of the moment. He feels like he can breathe again. Yoongi continues with a playful smirk. Alright, Jungkook, any more exciting gossip or drama in your life lately? Jungkook laughs, grateful for the light-hearted turn in the conversation. Oh, the usual. Crazy bosses, wild nights, and a dash of chaos. But hey, I'm still standing. Yoongi raises an eyebrow. Crazy bosses? So, Hanbin is perfectly normal. Then he laughs. What happened? Jungkook sighs, deciding to share a bit of the absurdity. Long story short, I ended up working for someone who turned out to be a bit too intense for my liking. It got messy, but I'm slowly picking up the pieces, I guess. Yoongi quirks an eyebrow, a teasing grin on his face. Is that about that sugar daddy of yours? Jungkook chuckles, appreciating Yoongi's light-hearted approach. Well, let's just say I've retired from that gig. Turns out, sugar isn't always sweet. Yoongi leans in, curiosity dancing in his eyes. Retired, huh? Don't you miss the glamorous life of luxury? Jungkook smirks. More like I don't miss the drama and the questionable decisions. I've had my fill of wild rides for a while. Yoongi nods knowingly. Fair enough. So, what's next for Jungkook, then? Any exciting plans or just taking it easy? Jungkook takes a thoughtful sip of his coffee. Honestly, just trying to rebuild and find some stability. Looking for a new job, reconnecting with old colleagues. The classic getting my life back together stuff. Rashing on a friend's couch for now. Actually, Yoongi raises his cup in a mock toast. To new beginnings, then. And, of course, a drama-free life. Jungkook clinks his cup against Jungkook's with a soft smile. Drama-free is the way to be. They're laughing, and Yoongi nods sympathetically, as he takes another sip. Well, you can always crash at mine if things get too rough, too. I've got an extra space in bed and a questionable taste in movies to cheer you up. Jungkook smiles. Appreciate that. You might regret the movie part, though. I've been known to have a soft spot for cheesy romantic comedies. Yoongi feigns horror. Say it isn't so. Well, I'll prepare myself for an overdose of cliches then. Jungkook realizes how much he missed this. Yoongi chuckles, shaking his head. As long as you don't make me watch anything with talking animals, we should be good. Can't handle that level of cuteness. Jungkook raises an eyebrow playfully. What's wrong with talking animals? They're adorable. Yoongi grins. Adorable? Maybe. Creepy? Absolutely. It's like they're hiding something, and I don't trust it. Jungkook laughs, the sound genuine and light. Alright, no talking animals then. I promise. We can stick to dramatic thrillers and questionable action movies. Yoongi salutes dramatically. Now you're talking. We'll convert you to appreciate a good plot twist and explosions. Jungkook smirks. I'll believe it when I see it. But thanks, Yoongi. It's good to have a friend to crash with and enjoy some questionable movies. Jungkook finds solace in the ordinary moments, realizing that sometimes, all it takes is a coffee shop rendezvous with an old friend to start rebuilding a shattered sense of self. A few